18 Major Foe here. Operation Aftermath. Turn 7.5, 7.6, July 1939. We've got a bit of housekeeping. We were off on our turns there, so Germany went before America. America did lend lease another mountain brigade, so obviously they weren't going to go in there. The only change is they just put the 2 infantry in Tunisia instead of Algeria, so although we did very well in that attack, there would have been 2 mountain brigades there. So that moves Vichy. Let me just count that again. I think they're at 3, but I'm not 100% sure. 1, 2, 3 for Vichy. And 1, 2, 3, 4 for Free France. So we just switch here. Vichy goes to 3, Free France goes to 4. Okay, I believe everything else is correct there. All right, on to Commonwealth. France's turn. So Commonwealth has 2 tech rolls. We're in 1939, so we can move to stage 3. So we'll start with radar. We need a 7 or above, and we have no bonuses. That is a 9, so that actually succeeds. That goes to stage 3. Okay, anti-submarine warfare. We need a 7 or above, no bonuses. That's a 2. Shocking. I preferred this one. That's okay. 50-50. That's better than most rolls, most rounds. Okay, we have $26 for the UK. We have 16 for FEC. We have 9 for ANZAC. So 26. So 5 to complete the heavy cruiser, and 10 for the fighter. Heavy cruiser's 5, yeah. That's 15. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's $25. No, wait, no. That's an infantry for 3. So that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So $26 for the British. 11, 21, 26. Right. Okay. FEC has 16. My camera skills have yet to change. It's this crappy mouse, maybe, I don't know. 5 to finish the fortification. 3 for an infantry, and 2 Gurkhas at $4 each. That's $8, so 8 plus 8 is 16. ANZAC has $9. They're going to lend lease France and artillery for 4, and they're going to get 2 militia for 4, so that's 8, so they'll save $1. Okay. We do have some attacks. So I will be declaring war on Vichy France right now with the UK. So Vichy France will now flip to Germany. So there's a fighter, an infantry, and artillery for the Germans there. Okay, so Germany goes up 1, 2, 3. And I don't think they had any other territories. I think we did okay on the rolls. All right, so Germany went up $3, and they have 2 infantry here, and Vichy France is off the board. Over there, they're not coming back. Germany goes up 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, after these two subs, we have a medium bomber and a fighter on map. So that's one. I'll do these battles separately. So I'll go after the subs first. Okay. And then after the rest of the ships, I'll bring in this fleet. Okay. One transport here is going to take an infantry and go and land in Syria and take that back. I don't know if that goes British or if it goes French. I'm going to assume it goes Free French, but I could be wrong. So Germany's going to go down $1, and Free French is going to go up $1. If I'm incorrect on that, we'll just fix the math later. Okay, I think that's all the combat over on this side. Oh, there's nothing too far away to reach that. So I think that's all the combat there. Okay, so we have this fancy raider. I asked Durspot if he wants to fight with the subs if I end up finding it. He said no. So hopefully I can find it. Alright, this torpedo boat destroyer moves 1 into that sea zone. That's +1. Torpedo boat destroyer here moves 1, 2. That's +2. 2 destroyers will move in. That's 4. This light carrier move 1, 2. That's 5. Up here we've got a light carrier and a fighter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Has a +1 movement from the port. Brings in the fighter. The tactical bomber will move down. So there's 2 aircraft at +4 each. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 bonuses. +14 to my die roll. He has a +8 to his die roll. So let's see if that one actually works out in our favor this time. And then if that's successful, then we'll go into the combat portion of that. There's my dice. There's the German dice. Apologies, I didn't have the dice set up. Okay, up here we have convoy rating. I'm only going to do one sub. The other one's going to non-combat move. So that'll be up here. Okay, and I don't think there's any more combat. Thought about dropping in, but it's pretty spread out. I just end up losing those troops. So I think we will start here against these subs. So we've got the medium bomber at 7. That is a 2. That's a hit. So 1 sub is destroyed. Oops. We've got the fighter at a 7. Correction, at a 6. So that misses. So that sub survives. So that one flips to the Germans. Okay. So those 2 are done. We'll bring those dice over. 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and a battleship, and then he has a battleship. Alright, on to this combat. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 destroyers at, I believe it's a 3. Maybe it's a 4, I'm not 100% sure. So 1, 2 hits. It's definitely a 3. Maybe it's a 4. Working today. Destroyer. Attack is at a 4. So 2 hits on this battleship here. And then I don't think I need to hit the transport, but I will keep rolling just to make sure I didn't frig this up. Yellow was probably the worst color ever. 7, 9, 11, 3, and 1. Okay, then I have 2 light cruisers. These are at 5s. It's a 3 and a 6, so that's another hit. 2 heavy cruisers. These are at 6. 6 and 4, so that is definitely hit. And then 2 battleships at 8. 8 and 12, so 1 more. So definitely did more than I need. We also had a fighter. And that's a 9, so that missed. So the battleship rolls back at an 8. And hits a 3, so I will damage one of my battleships. And both of these have been destroyed. Okay. Damage marker. Okay. That's the damage toll marker. I've been using it as my attack markers. Okay, apologies for that. So this down, and we'll put, a damage marker on this battleship. There. Okay, on to this combat. So I have plus 14, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And they have a plus 8. So black dice is Germany, 7 and 8. So I've clearly won that battle. So now we go into combat. So the battle cruiser is at a 7. I have 2 torpedo boat destroyers. I think they only attack at light carriers. Yeah, they only defend on a 1. They don't attack. So my torpedo boat destroyers are at a 2. Oh, the map. Skills. Holy jump. Torpedo boat destroyer attacks at a 2. The destroyers attack at 4. And then I have the fighter and tactical bomber. Okay? So 2 torpedo boat destroyers at 2. That's 1 hit. That's a 1. Okay? 2 destroyers at a 4. Both misses. A tactical bomber at a 7. That hits. And a fighter at a 6. Misses. So 2 hits in total, but we're only going against a battle cruiser, so that's fine. So the battle cruiser at a 7. That's 11. That's a total miss. That one actually went in our favor. I'm not 100% upset with that. Okay. So it's those. Up here we have 1 sub with a plus 2 on the yellow dice versus Germany in the black dice. So yeah, 6-5. Okay, so that's 1 damage. So better than nothing. 1 damage on that line. That will take $1 off of the Germans. They're at 56. Don't forget to take your $5 at the end of the turn. We keep forgetting that one. We should probably just put it on America's turn. That would make the most sense. Okay, on to non-combat movements. So the bomber is going to go back to Gibraltar. The fighter is going to stay on map in this territory. So I'll get a map token for that one. And pesky Italians are probably going to come after me this time. guess I could leave this one out there as well. So you got a tactical and a fighter. Yeah, I guess I'll leave the bomber on map as well. Okay. Oh, the map skills of me are just terrible. All right. Up here, that's Vichy, so that's done. I think it's Vichy, but I could be wrong. One infantry will rail to Lower Egypt, and a cavalry will rail to Lower Egypt. The transport will use strategic naval movement of 5 spaces. 1 to I-5, 2 to I-4, 3 to I-7, 4 to I-12, 5 to I-11, and go into port in Calcutta. The coastal sub in P-33 will move 1 to P-34, continue to be chased by the seaplane. The motorized infantry will move 1 to Western Australia, and the seaplane will move 1 to Western Australia. No change, there's nothing here. Seaplane from Cape Town with a +1 movement from the airbase will move 1 to I-54, 2 to I-53, 3 to I-50, 4 to A-48, 5 to A-46, 6 to A-44, and land in Gibraltar as it has a +1 movement. Escort duties off of that. Okay, so we have 2 infantry in southern England. They're going to move to northern England. The AAA gun will join them. The British transport will move 1 to A-22 and into A-23 and join the fleet there. And those 3 transports will go into port in London. Okay. The heavy cruiser will move down into A-23 and join the fleet. Submarine will move down 1, 2 spaces, A6, A-23 and join the fleet. And I must say that is all the movements I can do. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, we're going to place units for the Commonwealth. Same as last time. We have a militia going into Sydney. Correction, that's 2 militia. One militia into Sydney and 1 into New Guinea. And then that field artillery is going to go all the way around the shorter route and land in northern Algeria. That sub here is submerged, so it won't get an interdiction as the 2 planes went after that one. Here we have fortification is finished in Calcutta. So there's a fort in Calcutta. Okay. But 1 infantry will go to Calcutta, and 2 Gurkha will go to Burma. Okay, the heavy cruiser is going into the fleet in A-23. The fighter will go to London. Somehow, yeah, there we go. 2 militia upgrades. One will be in Lower Egypt, and 1 will be in Nubia. Okay, that leaves an infantry and 2 militia. So 1 militia is going to go to Scotland, 1 militia will go to northern England, and an infantry will go to London. Okay. That concludes the placing of units. So the UK still has Iran as neutral and the Suez, so that's +5 on their 27. So that's back to 32. And then there's still subs in the line, so we don't have that one. The warships one is now off for ANZAC, so ANZAC gets $7 in total. And FEC gets 14 plus 2 is 16. Again. Okay, so back up to here. We have 32 for the UK. We have 16 for ANZAC. And, correction, FEC and ANZAC saved one. So they're going to go to $8 with their 7. Okay, that concludes the Commonwealth, pardon me. On to France. France has no tech rolls. France has $5. They're going to buy a cavalry and a militia. They have no combat movements, but they do have non-combat. So the destroyer in A6 will move down into A23 and join the fleet. The medium bomber has a +1 movement from southern England, so it'll move 1 to A21, 2 to A28, 3 to A35, 4 to A44, 5 to French Morocco, and 6 into northern Algeria. That concludes the French turn. Oh, I had a militia I could have upgraded. Dang it. No worries. Now we'll go to place units. So a militia will go to southern Algeria, and a cavalry will go to northern Algeria. Kind of boxing those infantry in, but see what he does. I think that completes that turn. So France will collect $5 again. Free France will collect $5 again. Yeah. Or it's $4 and the UK gets an extra $1. I'm not 100% sure. Can't remember. Couldn't find it. No. It used to be if there was 2 Commonwealth units, it would go to the UK, but I'm pretty sure that goes back to the Free French. If I have a choice, I'll send it to the Free French, but if not, it'll be the UK, and we'll just adjust the dollars. Okay, that concludes my turn. Thanks again for watching.